What's up, everybody? You are tuned in to the Cris
Ammo.
podcast, episode 144, Takeover Wednesday. Hope everybody having a good Wednesday night. Whatever you're doing, you're at home, you're at work, you're doing your thing. Hope you're having a good night, and we appreciate you tuning in to the show tonight.
Hmm.
We got a lot to get into. Of course, it's Super Bowl week, so we got to give our Super Bowl picks and kind of preview the game, give our feelings on the game. Also, talk about the NBA trade. The deadline is tomorrow. So, we got some trades to talk about that went down today. We're also going to get into some Kendrick Lamar stuff, random news as usual, our better surefire picks, of course, and various other things. So, hope you guys enjoy the show tonight. And shout out to everybody who's listening on the playback, too. Before we get into the show, we definitely want to show love to Irv Gotti. He unfortunately passed away. Uh, we're learning today I think he said he had a stroke,
Hmm.
heart attack. It's very unfortunate. A lot of people, I don't think, unless you're just really into the hip hop culture, I don't think a lot of people understand how much Irv Gotti contribute to the hip hop culture. If it wasn't for Irv Gotti, we wouldn't have a DMX, we wouldn't have a Ja Rule, we probably wouldn't have Jay Z. Like he's instrumental in a lot of these dudes getting deals at Def Jam. So, um, he brought us some of the greatest hits. Especially from the Ja Rule catalog, Ashanti. Like he brought us a lot of hits, man. And regardless of how you feel about him as a person, as a contributor to hip hop, he was definitely built a legacy, and he will be surely missed. So, all my prayers and condolences to his family. And yeah, man, sad day.
No, I agree with you. Yeah, man. Prayers to him, man. Sad to that he passed. Such a young age too. At the end of the day, like he was a pioneer, man. To us growing up. I mean, Ja Rule, man. He was like the original Drake before Drake. You know what I mean? In a sense, I mean, he was a very polarized guy. Ashanti. Charlie Baltimore. The list goes on of the impact that he had in the music industry. I mean, prayers out to his family, man. So it's a big loss to the hip hop community, and I mean, I just send prayers to his family, man, and it's gonna be a tough time for them, and just as I said, it just sucks to see him, go out this way at such a young age, man. So prayers to him and the family.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. Well, all right, man. How you feeling, Mom? Outside of what we just talked about, how you feeling, brother?
Like if you're watching, I probably look hella crazy right now with this one puffy ass eyelid right now, man. Struggling over here, bro. Look like I got hit by a fucking bum on the side of the street. But yeah, man, besides that, struggling with this eyelid, man, I'm feeling good, man. Getting ready, Super Bowl week, big week for you, unfortunately, again. And I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to the Kendrick Bowl, and see what happens with the rest of these trades, man. And I'm gearing up for the big day on Saturday for me. I mean, my man Luca, I mean, debuting on Saturday. I mean, that's my Super Bowl. So, I mean, so we celebrating. We celebrate. We going up, Lakers Nation. We up for sure. So
For sure, for sure. All right, man. Let's talk NBA, man, because the NBA trade deadline is tomorrow, and we had some trades that went down since the Luca trade.
mhm.
Today, finally, Miami has traded Jimmy Butler, y'all. I
Yeah.
repeat, Jimmy Butler has been traded to the Golden State Warriors. I saw a reporter claim that Steve Kerr talked to the team and came out of the room with his head down, so he might not be too happy about this trade.
Yeah, man, it's not looking good in Dub Nation, bro.
It might not be. He might not be too happy about this trade, losing Wiggins, I guess. But the trade goes: Golden State gets Jimmy Butler, the Miami Heat get Kyle Anderson, PJ Tucker, Andrew Wiggins, and a protected first round pick, and then Detroit Pistons get Lindy Waters the third and Josh Richardson, and then Jazz get Dennis Schroeder. Um, how are you feeling about this trade? Do you think this was a good trade? How are you feeling?
I'm laughing at this entire trade because number one, Dennis Schroeder, my man over here, former Laker man. I appreciate my man. He compared the trade deadline to slavery. So it's kind of funny that after these comments, they ship his ass straight to Utah. I mean, his dark skinned ass all the way up, well, with all those white folks up in there. So I thought that was pretty hilarious. Um, and then the other thing is that the major thing with the Warriors was that they actually had a deal for Kevin Durant, but Kevin Durant was like, "Nah, I'm good," and we all know why. Like the Warriors should get out of the Draymond Green business ASAP, bro. Like the main reason why the Warriors can't get nobody. Like I feel bad for Steph. I like Steph. I'm an LA fan. I'm a Laker fan, diehard. But I like Steph. I like Steph's game. I respect Steph a lot. But he need to get out of San Fran, bro. As long as Draymond Green is there, bro, nobody wants to play with him, man. And at the end of the day, as far as this trade, if I had to grade this trade, I would give it like a C minus. I don't see the fit with Jimmy Butler on this team. I don't know how those two egos clash with Jimmy Butler and Draymond Green. Like that sounds more of like a WWE SummerSlam, celebrity, match type thing for me, because those guys are gonna bump heads. We all know that, and Steph Curry gonna be like, well, "What did I get myself into?" Like Draymond Green didn't punch Jordan Poole's lights out. He didn't got Kevin Durant, to leave the team, and I'm like, bro, like it's just not a good look. I'm not a fan of this trade. I know. Salute to Miami though. I think they got some solid pieces with Andrew Wiggins and Kyle Anderson and stuff like that. So I'm sure they're happy to finally get out of the whole Jimmy Butler, drama and all that. So I know the rest of the world is finally excited. We don't have to hear about this Jimmy Butler shit no more. But overall, I'm not. If you're a Warriors fan, I don't know why you're excited for this, because this just sounds like Jimmy Butler about to fight Draymond Green by March.
I hope he fold him up.
Yeah, let me ask you, like, if these two win these two fight in practice, who you got? You got
Jimmy.
Jimmy.
I got Jimmy.
You got Jimmy?
Yeah.
I think I got Jimmy too. I think Jimmy will snuff his ass. I don't think Jimmy, but like and the crazy thing about Draymond Green is though, I think outside of the court, I think he's probably one of the nicest guys, man. Like I met him one time when they all were out here for summer league, and I thought Draymond Green was probably the nicest guy out of everybody that I met. So it sucks that I have to say this, but just what he's done to that locker room, man, and his antics on the court, man, it really doesn't help him. It sucks to say, but it's tough for the Warriors team. I don't know how you're excited about this if you're part of Dub Nation.
Yeah, I the person I feel bad. You said it in the beginning. I feel bad for Dennis Schroeder.
Nah, I don't. I'm laughing. I fuck with Dennis Schroeder, but come on, man, you don't make them dumbass comments like that.
Yeah, this is not. I can't stand that. You're never gonna get sympathy when you making millions of dollars and you're trying to compare.
I ain't never met no slaves getting $12 million contracts.
Yeah, we're not doing that.
What are we talking about?
Yeah,
that's crazy.
That's an insult to the ancestors.
Yeah, I'm about how about I'm gonna trade you Mufasa for Trinidadian. And give him like a $2 million contract. Like, bro, what are we talking about, bro? That's just crazy.
Yeah, look, man. I was all for it. Just look, man. Just get rid of Jimmy. Just get him out of there, man.
How long do you think it lasts with Golden State?
I don't think he's gonna last long, because I think he's either gonna bump heads with Kerr or Draymond
or Steph.
I don't think he bumps heads with Steph.
Yo,
it's never Steph.
What's the over under that Steph asked for a trade, but before the beginning of next year?
I wouldn't be surprised if it's like in the off season. He might do some Myles Garrett types. Put out a statement.
I'm like, bro, if you really want to win, Steph gonna have to go somewhere else, bro.
Because I think Draymond finally retires.
You think Jimmy Butler's gonna get Draymond Green to retire? No way. That man's gonna be 10 toes down, barking at each other and shit. That's just crazy.
Yeah, but
does Golden State make the playoffs? No. No, they do not make the playoffs. No. You already got Steph Curry. He can't even play back-to-back games with bad knees. Draymond Green already has like a backiotomy, and I don't forget what else he got. And he gonna get suspended at least 2 or 3 more times. And then like Jimmy Butler, I'm like I'll say this, like Jimmy Butler need to play his ass off. Like he can't be messing around this year. I know he just signed a 2-year extension and all that with the 121. And I get it. The Warriors had to do that with this trade, but he got to play good because low key, if Jimmy Butler cannot go out again like he's done in Miami, Minnesota, Chicago, Philly, like he need to be on his P's and Q's because like low key, bro, playing. I guess like you can't rule that out with Steph
Yeah.
and Jimmy. Like
Okay, I hear you all the negatives. What does he bring to the team? If he brings anything, what does he bring to the team?
nah, he'll bring some toughness to the team. Obviously, like you add him with Draymond Green. Obviously, defensively, that should be a force. Jimmy Butler can also obviously help Steph Curry, obviously at the end of games, as far as like not putting so much pressure on Steph for him having to be, the go-to guy at the end. Obviously, Steph is going to be the number one still on this
Right.
team, and then honestly, Jimmy Butler will be the number two. So you already got that peck in order. So yeah, man, if Jimmy Butler and Draymond Green, if they can get along, like hypothetically, let's say if these two get along and they actually see eye to eye, like that, honestly, I think it could be really good for them because I think defensively they're gonna get at it. They're gonna get on everybody's nerves. You got two great defenders, and then you add that with Steph, that kind of helps Steph. So he's not gonna be needed so much on the perimeter. Like you could put Jimmy Butler on one of the top perimeter guys. Like let's say they play OKC, Jimmy Butler's gonna be on Shea. Phoenix, I'm assuming he'll be on Devin Booker. When the Lakers come, he'll be on Luka Doncic or LeBron. They can swap. They can switch everything with those guys. You know what I mean? And then it hides Steph Curry on the defensive side. So like it can be good. You know what I mean? Like compared to like what we're normally see with the Warriors and the pace that they do and how they move the ball around. I don't think that fits Jimmy Butler's game. He's more of like a stop, like the ball's gonna stop when it gets to him. But he was able to play it in Miami, so we'll see. But that'll probably be what I think. What about you?
I'm with you. Like if he's on his best behavior and him and Draymond are sad, act like professionals and grown ups,
Yeah,
then I mean, I can see them make it. I ain't saying they're gonna go to the finals, but they can make it to the playoffs. I think they can make it to the playoffs if everything goes smooth.
yeah, 100%. Like we'll see. Like it's definitely gonna be interesting to see how all those two egos get along. That's gonna be the biggest thing. If those two egos can get along, then we're good. I was really impressed. I thought they played great, man. Coming off, that shocking trade. You know what I'm saying? Like, going up against our crosstown rivals. And honestly, let's be honest, the Clippers have had our number the last couple of years, ever since Kawhi and Paul George was there. Obviously, Paul George is not there now, but it was very impressive. Like defensively, we swarmed. As I said, I think perimeter wise, I think we're going to be great defensively. Like Vando and DFS and even LeBron looked active out there. LeBron looked like he was playing Cavs '08 like 17 defense. You know what I mean? So if he could play like that and you add Luka Doncic, son, son, Laker Nation, what's up? We up, baby. That's all I'm saying. We up. We up. Scary hours, man. Scary hours for sure.
So another trade went down earlier today. Kyle Kuzma got traded to the Milwaukee Bucks
Yeah.
for Chris Middleton and was it Patrick Baldwin Jr. And I think some cash. I think so too. Um, how are you feeling about that? Does that make Milwaukee better? Does it help Milwaukee? How you feeling?
I like Kyle Kuzma. He's very inconsistent as far as like him making his threes. Defensively, he's not like top tier, but like he can do. Like, does this put them over the New York Knicks or the Boston Celtics? No. Like, I think it does help because at least you'll get a consistent player compared to like Chris Middleton with all his injuries. At least he'll be able to play on the court. But you know what I mean? Like, it doesn't. I guess it keeps him like in the top 5, top 4. I guess you know what I mean. Even third best if you want to put them. Just like literally like right behind. You know what I mean? The Knicks and the Celtics, but. Yeah, I don't think this gets them to a championship or anything like that.
Okay. And then we got some breaking news. Brandon Ingram has been traded to the Raptors for Bruce Bowen and Kelly Olynyk.
Oh, Kelly Olynyk.
Yeah, him, and then one first round pick and one second round pick.
Hmm.
So how you feeling about that?
Look, man, I've been a big Brandon Ingram fan ever since he's with the Lakers. Obviously, with him, it's mainly injuries with him. I do like his game. Uh, I think it might be a fresh start for him. You know, what I mean, especially getting out of New Orleans. I feel like at this point with New Orleans, like I wouldn't be surprised. I don't think Zion Williamson will get traded during this trade deadline, but I think you got to look into that more in the off season,
Mm-hmm.
especially with everything going on. You got obviously Deontay Murray. I mean, prayers out to him. I know he just announced that he had a successful Achilles surgery, so hopefully he's able to come back sometime next year.
Yeah,
But man, this team honestly needs to just kind of blow this up, man. Obviously Trey Murphy has been playing really really amazing, so you got young talent in that. So I think it made it a lot easier for them to get rid of Brandon Ingram. As far as like his fit with the Toronto Raptors, I think it should be solid. Him and Scotty Barnes, I think that's a good two-man game right there. Obviously you got to figure out all the other pieces. I think they got Grady Dick, and I forgot who else they got. Oh, RJ Barrett's up there. So like what I mean, add him to the firepower should be good. They got a young team.
mm-hmm.
Does this put them in playoff contention? No. I give it another year. Obviously, they still need to add a couple more pieces to that. But I'm rooting for Brandon Ingram, man. I'm rooting for him. And hopefully, this is a great fresh start getting out of New Orleans, and hopefully, he can actually get some team success with him being up there.
For sure, for sure. Are there any players that you are looking at to get traded?
I think as far as like any of the bigger names, I think we're kind of done with that. I'm still curious to see if the Lakers try to get a big man. Obviously, you got the Sacramento Kings. I think they got Jonas Valanciunas
Yeah.
added to their front court with Domantas Sabonis, and you got Zach LaVine and um, um, DeMar DeRozan and Malik Monk. So I'm curious to see how that team look. Um, maybe see if the Knicks maybe add any depth to what they got. I remember.
I know they made a trade with Milwaukee. Sims, I think Sims got traded to
Oh, Jericho
Milwaukee.
Sims got traded. Oh,
Yeah,
I did not see that. Oh, yeah,
yeah,
that's
he got traded to Milwaukee.
okay. Well, that's interesting. I did not see that. I know the Celtics traded Springer to the Houston Rockets. He's a great young defender. I think that would
Hmm.
be really good for them for their front line. I know there were some Celtics fans who were pretty disappointed about that trade. I heard a lot of them really like Springer, so that should be something to look out for. But yeah, man, honestly, it's just the main things is probably see if uh, the Lakers add a big man to their front court. If the Knicks or anybody else tries to make any kind of trades, obviously, I think the Kevin Durant drama, I think that's kind of dead now. I don't see him getting moved at all. Even though if I were the Grizzlies and Houston Rockets, I would try to make an attempt. Even the Knicks, I would low key try to call and be like, "Yo, if there's something we can do to get Kevin Durant out of there, I would do it." Because I think Kevin Durant, if you put Kevin Durant on any three of those teams, I think it gets serious for sure,
Hmm.
for sure.
Hmm.
You can only imagine if Kevin Durant got added with Jaren Jackson Jr. and John Morant. That would be nasty. So, and then obviously with the Houston Rockets and that youth, but man, obviously it's big names. I don't really see anything else. I'm curious to see any smaller trades that could help, teams that would asset like the Lakers. I think the Lakers one with the front court is probably the biggest lookout for to see if they do anything. But
Hmm.
besides that, man, I think the dust is gonna. I don't think we're gonna get any kind of crazy stuff heading into the deadline tomorrow, though. I think it's pretty much all said and done.
For sure, for sure. All right, man. Let's talk about Cooper Cup, man. There's he put out a statement saying that the Rams are planning on trading him in the off season. It's very interesting. I mean, I think me and you kind of saw this coming.
Yeah,
They tried to trade him at the deadline. They really couldn't get nothing done. There was, reports of him coming to the Chiefs and, a few other teams, but nothing could get done. I think the Rams wanted a little bit too much for him.
yeah,
Um, but him come, we all know now Puka Nakua is the number one wide receiver over there. He wasn't the production wasn't really coming his way. in a consistent basis, outside just the injuries, but when he was on the field, it was the Puka Nakua show.
It was. It was.
And so maybe a fresh start would probably do good for him. Um, so I asked you, where do you think would be a perfect spot for Cooper Cup?
I think the Patriots are calling his name. You know what I mean? I think that's a great fit for him. Is the New England Patriots? Obviously, they do need some more receivers on that squad. So I think that would be number one. Obviously, you can't sleep on like a Commanders situation or even a Baltimore Ravens situation. You can always see them add a little bit more depth over there. Uh, hmm. Maybe obviously with the whole Stephon Diggs thing, I think I could also see maybe the Texans maybe get involved. Green Bay Packers, obviously, we both kind of think that that's going to be the Devontae Adams show over there, but you can't throw that out as well. I think Cooper Cup is going to be a big get. I think he's still a great receiver. Obviously, Puka Nakua just kind of just took over that offense, and I think the Matthews because I also find it a little weird because Matthew Stafford and Cooper Cup had a great like just like feeling on the field. You know what I mean? That's why I was kind of surprised he didn't use them as much more. Like I get it, Puka's great. We all know Puka is great, but
Mm,
just the rapport that he had with Cooper Cup before Puka got there, I was shocked he couldn't just get a line like go back and forth with both of those guys. Like those are two elite guys.
mm,
I like we knew it was coming, but at the same time, I'm still a little surprised that they are willing to trade Cooper Cup so easily like this. And what I mean, but maybe they have obviously there are a lot of young receivers that are coming into this league every year that
mm,
obviously have been showing out. So maybe they just feel comfortable where they can like maybe go get somebody in free agency or get somebody in the draft. Because obviously they want to that team is getting younger. Obviously on the
mm,
offensive side the oldest player on that team is probably Matthew Stafford. So, but the
yeah.
defense is young. The majority of that offense is young. So maybe they want to add another young piece to go along with Puka Nakua to add to the
Mm,
timeline. And then obviously whenever the Matthew Stafford thing, because honestly, there's rumors about maybe Matthew Stafford even getting traded. Maybe they just pull the trigger and maybe they go after one of these young guys that are coming up in the draft. Maybe like a McCord. Maybe like what I mean, or homie from Ohio State, or maybe something like that. You know what I mean? But
mm.
I don't know. I still find it interesting. But yeah, those are the teams I can see. What about you?
I like those teams. I could see the Chargers. Him and Lab
Yeah, Chargers.
McConkey would be a nice little tandem.
Yeah, stay in
Um,
LA too. Be easy for him.
if and look, I'm not saying they should do this, but if by any chance Pittsburgh does stay with Russell Wilson, I think Cooper Cup will be a help over there with Pittsburgh, and he will be a reliable resource, and maybe he could be a good mentor to George Pickens. You know what I'm saying? So possibly go to Pittsburgh. I like the Commanders, like you said. Um, Buffalo, I can see
Yeah, I was
Buffalo.
going to ask you about that. What about Buffalo? Yeah,
Yeah, I can see Buffalo. Him and Josh Allen would be a nice little tandem together. I think he would give them a number one wide receiver that can get open in one on one coverage, and he will help Khalil Shakir definitely be a good number two in the slot. So, and both of them can work the slot. But yeah, Cooper and Buffalo, I can see that definitely. Um,
yeah.
yeah, yeah. I do like the Green Bay one too. If maybe Devontae Adams is a little bit too pricey, maybe you go get a Cooper Cup because he might be come a little cheaper. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? So, um, yeah. I mean, you can't go wrong. There's probably about 10, 12 teams that could use Cooper Cup.
Nah, like you could honestly say even like my Raiders. You can
Mhm.
honestly say my Raiders probably because like I think Cooper Cup has one of the best route trees in the game. Like his route tree is nasty. Like what I mean, he gets to his spots, man. The only thing with Cooper Cup obviously is the injury
Yeah.
problems with him. That's the only
Mhm.
thing that would probably scare you a little bit. Um, what do you think he goes for? Like what do you think compensation you think he goes for?
Uh, Probably a third round pick. I
Third?
don't think he's gonna be expensive. Like I don't see nobody trading no first round
Nah, 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 nah,
Cooper Kid,
nah.
Cooper Cup.
Maybe if it was like 4 years ago, maybe
Yeah, yeah. I see a third or fourth round pick.
third or fourth round pick.
Especially since they put it out there that they trying to trade him and get him off because
Yeah.
they didn't want his number on the cap. So now it's like, oh, you already put it out there. So
So do
like,
you think he gets traded like draft day, or do you think he gets traded before then?
I think a little bit before.
A little bit before, like maybe like
Mm,
beginning of April or something.
yeah, I can see a little bit before they, maybe even the first NFL season because the official season starts in March now. So
Okay.
maybe during free agency or whatever, teams get to call in. They want to get a jump on it. So hey, man, I'll give you a third, fourth round pick for Cooper Cup right now. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah,
Just to get him in the building. You know what I'm saying, and get him going. So yeah, I can see a little bit before the draft. But I mean, if it happens during the draft, that's not bad either. But
nah,
because
like
because certain teams would do like to wait to see how the board falls, and if they don't get the receiver or whatever that they wanted, then they
then
can
they
be
could
like,
just
all
be like,
right,
oh,
I'll go
let's
get
just flip
Cooper
it.
Cup now. That's what a lot of agents tell their players too. Like a lot of teams, they'll tell a lot of teams like we could wait, what I'm saying, or tell the team let's wait by the draft or whatever, so
Yeah,
we can see who went where. You know what I'm saying? See if that's a fit. So
yeah, it's gonna be a whole bunch of people. I think that will be in those sweepstakes. But there's so many receivers. Like you got T Higgins out there. You got the potential Devontae Adams out there. I'm hearing. I've been hearing stuff about what's my man's name in Seattle.
Tyler Lockett, I heard he's
Tyler Lockett. I've been hearing
you know
stuff about Tyler
I
Lockett.
heard he's strong to come to y'all since Pete is over there.
Yeah, I heard that too. I heard he's a strong candidate. You got Chris
Which that
Godwin.
wouldn't be a bad pickup for y'all. He'd be a good
Yeah,
veteran wide
nah, but
receiver.
we already got like a speedster, man. We need like a big receiver. You know what I mean?
I
Like
hear you, but I
somebody
think
who is
Tyler
strong.
Lockett is that he's one of those small guys, but he could work the middle.
Now he
You
could
know?
like no, trust me. I wouldn't be mad if we got Tyler Lockett. Obviously, I would prefer us getting like a T Higgins or something. That's like my
Of
ultimate
course,
dream. But do I
of
think we
course.
get him? Probably not. But what I mean, obviously, you got Chris Godwin who's available and stuff like that, and I'm sure there's other receivers that what I mean that are not on the top of my head right now, but. And Stephon Diggs, Stephon Diggs is available, but I think we all know where he's going at the end
He's
of the
going to
day.
Dallas,
He
man.
going to Dallas, so he either going to Dallas or he's staying with the Texans. So,
Yeah, for sure.
um, but hey, there's gonna be a market for all these receivers, man. So it should be interesting to see how the whole field plays out.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. All right, man. Let's talk about this halftime show for the Super Bowl, man. Kendrick Lamar, man. Today I was kind of thinking about it, got my mind going on, you know, what songs will he be performing at the halftime show, and how will he go through this? Because he has an extensive catalog. You know what I'm
He
saying?
does.
And but at the Super Bowl, a lot of times they do a lot of montage type stuff. They'll do a verse, then go to the next song, verse. Now
Hmm.
we all know he's gonna probably perform the whole song or not like that.
Maybe a couple times, depending on how it goes.
But then you got to factor in SZA's gonna be on the set, and we don't know any other special guests that's gonna be on this stage. So she might get a song, a couple of her songs. So
Yeah.
what are you feeling? How are you feeling? What songs do you think for sure he's outside of Not Like Us? What songs do you feel for sure he's gonna perform?
I think with him and SZA, I could see them either doing Luther or the new 30 for 30 song. I could see that. I think
Hmm.
they're definitely doing TV off. TV off is definitely going up. That's
Hmm.
like a hit one. I wouldn't be surprised if he does Squabble Up, maybe a
Hmm.
little portion of like that. Um, I could see him being petty and doing poetic justice because obviously that is the Drake feature. I could see him
Hmm.
being petty and maybe do a remix to that with maybe somebody else. Um, maybe another surprise get. I wouldn't be surprised if maybe Doechii gets some love because she did get a lot of love at the Grammy. So I wouldn't be surprised if she is a part of some portion of his
Hmm.
performance. I wouldn't be surprised. I also wouldn't be surprised if anybody else from TDE like Schoolboy Q, J Rock, any of
Hmm.
those guys be a part of that. I think Hey Now is gonna be on there. Bitch Don't Kill My Vibe. I could probably
Yeah,
see that. Swimming pools, yeah,
yeah,
definitely. I could see that. All the stars. I think all the stars will most likely get played.
yeah.
I low key wouldn't be surprised. I don't think they'll finish it off. I could see them maybe starting that off, like him and SZA both come out and they do all the stars. I could see that. Um, maybe all right with everything going on with the
Definitely all right.
political stuff and all
He's
that.
definitely doing all
I could
right.
see that. Black History Month. I could see that maybe. Um,
DNA.
How many minutes does this man got? He got like what?
I think it's 15 minutes.
15 minutes. You got to think SZA will probably get about a 3 minute, 4 minute set. Um, yeah. Oh, hold up, hold up. We got some more breaking news.
What's that?
What happened? Damn, we traded Dalton Connect. Oh, what?
For what?
For Mark Williams.
What the hell is that?
He's a center at he's actually not bad. He's actually pretty decent. Damn, we traded Dalton though. Damn.
Because we're trading Dalton Connect, Cam Reddish.
And it's then the 2020 and the 2031 unprotected first round pick and a pick swap. Man, they got more for fucking goddamn Mark Williams for goddamn Luka Doncic.
Lakers are trading for a rising 7'2" center.
He's nice though. Mark Williams is nice though. I love Dalton Connect though.
Well, man, he's gonna be over there with Melo.
Damn, that sucked.
Hey,
anyways, we can talk about that later on, I guess. Yeah, man, I think it's gonna be a great show, bro. Honestly, obviously the biggest thing is I wonder how many times they're gonna do Not Like Us. Like, what's your over under? Do you think he does it more than one time?
Because he has such a limited time. This ain't like the pop out where he could just do whatever he want.
He could just do the last. He could do like the last part.
But he got to do the whole.
I can see him going on for like maybe like 4 or 5 minutes just doing that song.
Because you got to do the whole song.
Everybody, he has to do the whole song to Not Like Us. So how long does Not Like Us? What's the total number on Not Like Us?
It was 3 verses, so it's probably like 5-6 minutes on.
So it's 4 minutes and 33 seconds. 4 minutes and 33 seconds. So, yeah.
But is he gonna do like the pop out when everybody goes, "Hey, minor," and he does the little.
He could just do the first verse. He really could just do the first verse, and after the A minor,
you gotta do it. You gotta do the second verse too, man.
He got to do the whole song, bro.
You gotta do the third verse too, man.
All right, so he's definitely. I'll say this: he ain't gonna do it more than once, but he's gonna do the whole song, bro. He's doing the whole song.
That's the last song.
That's
definitely that's gonna.
I would be surprised if he start off with TV. I think he's either gonna start off with him and SZA, or I could see him starting off with TV Off. I could see that because TV Off is in there.
Oh, of course.
Like, cause when he's screaming out mustard, that's going up. Like he's doing.
The last line says, "Walk in New Orleans with the etiquette of L.A. Ellen." Mustard.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro. He going up, bro. That shit gonna be up. That shit going up, bro.
When I heard that line, I was like, "Oh yeah, he's performing this."
Going up. Yeah. Do you think he? Obviously, Drake is on his tour. I mean, he's doing his thing. Do you think Kendrick changes any lyrics to keep tapping at the boy to like, yo, I'm still on your neck type shit?
I think he done, man. I think he's taking. I just think he take. I mean, if he do, he gonna do it on the tour. I don't think he does it at halftime.
Why not? Super Bowl or the whole world to see it? Nah, bro. I'm gonna let the whole world know I'm still on your goddamn neck. I'm still on your neck.
You know how
I don't know. He might even do a new song. You know what? He might even do the all right. So you remember that snippet song when he first announced the album? Mm-hmm. I would be surprised if he did that song, bro. He could do that. He could drop that song. Like
that might be the intro.
The intro. Like, all right. Do you think we get new music this weekend?
I don't know.
Like maybe even it's a new song. Maybe like maybe like a deluxe where it's like maybe like an extra like 5 songs. I don't know
because everybody keeps saying it's a mixtape. But I think this was just his album. I think this was his album. Now
I think he got to be dropping something, bro. Like why are you doing the Super Bowl? You got to drop something. You got to drop like a deluxe.
But I do. GNX. Well, he might add like 3-4 more songs to the GNX album. I can see that.
Because all his numbers are going to go through the roof after this Super Bowl. Like,
of course,
he's going through the roof. So why wouldn't you drop?
Because you might get new fans who watch the performance and be like, "Oh, that's Kendrick Lamar. Oh, this guy's pretty talented."
bro. If you don't know who Kendrick Lamar is by now, like, bro, you've been in a coma for the past year, bro. Like that ass.
But I can see him now if he really wants to be petty. He opened the show before.
Oh, like just do the whole shit he did for the pop out.
But he know the words.
Or
Because
he
he
does
didn't know
meet.
the
Nah,
word.
he was. Hey, yo, if he wanted to be cold, he could just do Meet the Grams.
Nah,
Like
he
come
didn't do
out, just come out to the
that.
beat. Yo, like pretend you're gonna do it, but just come out to the beat. Like people will go nuts. Like, oh no, he ain't really about to go do this right now, dog.
Yeah.
No, like who dropped some? The weekend dropped an album, I think, right after Super Bowl. I think
Yeah,
Beyonce dropped something after Super Bowl.
because the boy he dropping next week.
Who?
Drake. The what's your name album? The Party
Oh
Next
yeah,
Door album is dropping next
Party Next
Friday.
Door. Man,
The commercial where he didn't even have Party in.
it sound like every other Party Next Door Drake song. I don't know how I feel about it. We'll see.
do like, not like us 3 times.
Hey, I would say it's going up. I think the whole that whole shit, like that shit should going up. I can't wait till halftime. Like get through the first half. Let's get through the first half. Hopefully these commercials are a lot better than last year. Hopefully we got some good commercials.
But still, they showing all the good commercials before the Super Bowl.
What you mean?
Like the one with Matthew McConaughey.
I haven't seen that one.
When he was acting like a marketing exec, because the whole Uber Eats commercial, he's like, "Oh, we trying to push it for food. We made football for food to make people eat." It was actually a good, funny commercial. He got that one. They already didn't put the Dorito commercial with the cheese. I'm like, dog, like you could have saved this for the Super Bowl. What y'all doing?
Yeah.
What y'all doing? This is a Super Bowl commercial. Like they do that now. They be playing all the commercials early. It's like y'all scared? Like what y'all doing?
Oh, maybe it's just like a build up to the actual real commercial or something. I don't know.
Maybe I don't know. But I'm just like.
I remember when the commercials used to be like the best part of the goddamn Super Bowl. Like now they so weak now.
Yeah, they are trash. They
really aren't the same no more.
The Budweiser commercials used to be good with the frogs.
The Doritos commercials used to be fire too.
Yeah, those two. Like I don't know what they do.
They had like the little M&M commercials. Those used to hit. Those used to be cool.
Then you had the baby, the one with the baby,
the talking babies and stuff like that. They had some cool ones, man. And then obviously, there was always like a surprise, like movie trailer drop or something like that. Or, you know what? I got a question for you. Do you think we get a GTA 6 trailer for the Super Bowl?
I'm not holding my breath. I think we get a Patrick Mahomes 100-yard rushing touchdown before we get that.
I think we get either a GTA 6 trailer or we get I can see like the Metal Gear. No one's really talked about the Metal Gear Snake Eater,
which kind of scares me.
I haven't heard nothing about that. Like I haven't heard nothing.
They was promoting the hell out
late last year.
Yeah,
maybe we get a trailer for that. Or I think we'll get a surprise video game trailer. I think we'll get some.
We're definitely getting a movie trailer.
Maybe they announce Wolverine or something. Yeah. Maybe they do the Wolverine game or something. I don't know.
Yeah, they're definitely announcing a movie though. A movie trailer is coming.
Like, what movie could it be? You think it'll be like a Marvel movie trailer? Do you think it'll be
something?
Like, what Marvel movie is supposed to be coming out? What Marvel movies coming out after Captain?
Well, all the Avenger movies. Well, I mean, they just played the trailer for the Fantastic Four, so that's already out.
I haven't seen that. Is it good? Does it look decent?
I mean, it's a teaser, so you really can't get nothing. I mean, they showed.
Do you think we get like an actual trailer for that?
Possibly, because they showed the back of Galactus' head. They showed Thing and Human Torch and everybody doing their thing, but it really didn't show anything. Like it looks good, but it's just like it's a teaser. I can't get nothing from that. And then the Jurassic Park trailer dropped today, so
it's not gonna be Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
What other movies come out this year?
It's a few movies. I can't.
I know there's some like big movies coming out this year. Obviously, we ain't getting Batman 2 trailer.
Get me started.
We ain't getting that shit till 2030 at this rate.
2027. How y'all had the script ready, Mike? Matt Reeves, what y'all over there doing,
I don't
man?
know what they doing, bro. I don't know what they.
I think personally, him and what's his name bumping heads. I'm scared.
Who?
Him and
Him and who?
Gunn.
Robert Patterson?
No, him and Gunn. James Gunn.
Uh,
Because
nah, man. That they got so much momentum with this story with this universe.
because the word is James Gunn wanted Robert Pattinson to be a part of the DCU, and Matt Reeves is like, no, this Batman he don't mesh.
Nah, yeah. Don't fuck with this. Could be the greatest universe in Batman history. Don't mess it up, please. Don't mess it up. That Batman was so amazing.
I can see a Mission Impossible.
You think that's worthy of the Super Bowl still? Maybe a Mortal Kombat 2 trailer. You might get a Mortal Kombat 2 trailer.
You might get that.
I could see that. I could possibly see a Mortal Kombat 2 trailer.
They are done filming. Because I could see that. Lilo and Stitch, the live version trailer.
When does Conjuring come out?
I have no idea.
The last Conjuring, that could be the trailer too. If it comes out like during the spring or summertime.
Yeah, I saw.
Or you know what? They might do an extended Superman trailer.
I could see that. I could definitely see that. Nah, because I don't see really nothing else that could be shown.
Because like Blade ain't done. I don't know if they been working on
it. They might cancel that. Yeah, I don't know, man.
All right, man. So what's the go-to Super Bowl meal, man? What's the go-to Super Bowl meal?
Wings, man.
Wings. That's it? Just wings?
Chips
and
dip?
What flavor though?
Well, I mean, if we was getting like Wingstop or something, it'd be like Louisiana Rub for me. But garlic palm, some lemon pepper, mango habanero. It can't go wrong.
Habanero's fire. I actually tried the tenders for the first time. That shit is good. I never had the Wingstop tenders before.
So yeah, what about you?
Oh yeah, it's gotta be wings. Either wings, nachos. Definitely need some desserts. I need my desserts, man. There better be something in that motherfucker. Pizza. You can never go wrong with pizza.
You and them damn desserts.
What's wrong with desserts, man? Everybody, like, look, I get it. Everybody don't have a sweet tooth, but fam, you put some cheesecake in my face, it's going down.
I'm on the grill.
Ice cream is going down. Yo, what's on the grill, man? What's on the grill? What you got on the grill? What we doing? What's on the menu?
Yeah, what you got, Mark? Ain't bad. You better have some Gates barbecue sauce too.
Yeah, man. Send it our way too, my brother.
You ain't got no Gates barbecue sauce. You don't even need the grill.
What is that? A Kansas City thing or something? Here we go.
Mark know what it is.
Look, man. I still haven't had Kansas City barbecue, so I can't really say anything.
It's gonna change your life.
Man, you keep saying that, bro, but
it's gonna change. It's gonna change your life. Ask Stan. It'll change your life.
Yeah, I don't know, man. We'll see, man. We'll see.
Chicken burgers. Okay, trying to be healthy.
Okay. All right, man.
Keep it healthy. That's what I'm talking about.
Hey, man. Healthy life is great life.
All this greasy, fat cheeseburgers and stuff.
Yeah, man. Them little juicy Lucy's and shit.
All right, man. I got some bad news for you, brother.
What?
Canelo and Crawford's not going down, man. Reported by Ring Magazine. They said they canceled it.
Yeah.
I smell a duck.
Me too.
Some people say that Canelo outpriced himself. He don't want to fight Benavidez. Now he don't want to fight Crawford. So I know who he's going to fight next and get a quick payday. Jake Paul.
If he does this, Canelo should be booed off the face of this earth. He should be booed into the top.
Boy, that's what I'm talking about. I might have to come over to your house.
Nah, Canelo need to get booed. Like at the
Mm-hmm.
end of the day, like it he probably tried. He probably like kept asking for more and more money from the Turk, and they probably was like, "Yo, man, forget this." You know what I'm saying? Like at the end of the day, like Canelo is always gonna try to find something to justify why he shouldn't take these big fights anymore. He's gonna always tell us like, "Oh, I did everything in my career." I'm like, bruh, like at the end of the day, you got Crawford. You talked all that shit talking about Crawford ain't gonna be nothing, bruh. Bruh, running away. We for sure know you don't want nothing with Benavidez or Morel. Like you don't want nothing with both of those guys. So like at the end of the day, who you fighting? We don't want to see you fight Bivol or Bitter Beef. That's an ass whooping waiting to happen, bro. Like, bro, who you fighting, bro? Who you gonna do?
He
You
gonna
gonna
fight Jake Paul. I'm telling you, he fighting,
Bro,
man.
if he fights Jake Paul, bro, he better get booed off the. He better get booed into retirement, bro. Like, like this is like I don't care. If you even are a Canelo fan, you should be ashamed if that's the result we're gonna get. If that's like, bro, you're going into retirement fights, then just retire, bro. Just retire and get out of here, bro. Get out of
Yeah, man, it's up. It's up for you, Canelo. You should be
here.
ashamed of
The
yourself.
only way, the only way he can, the only way it could justify him canceling this fight or trying to outbid is if he's gonna go through with the Benavidez fight.
And what you would have to move up to 175 because what's his name said he not moving back down to 168 to fight him.
No, yeah, so that's the only reason maybe that would justify in my head that he's like, yo, I'm willing to move up. Like I'm willing to take that fight. And I low key think Benavidez would be like, yo, we can slow down this Bivol bitter beef shit. I'll take this Canelo fight first. But will he do that? No, he's not, because Canelo is trash. Trash, bruh. Trash, bruh. Sorry, man. I know Ray Jackson was looking forward to his one of
And
his fake.
did you see Terrence Crawford's tweet from earlier?
Yeah, I saw him. Yeah, he's like, yeah, I might need to go. I might need to go and
Check
visit
on
my
my
son.
son. he told
Ray, like, bro, man, you know I'm on this dirty ass forklift, bro. Come on,
he
man.
told then he told him, he said, tell your job you getting off early, you gotta come see your dad.
Man,
That's funny. That is funny. You gotta be something special if you got Terrence Crawford shot. Yeah.
nah, for real. Nah,
All right, man. Let's do our bad short fire picks, man.
no, it's the
All right, man. What you got?
all right, man. So, I got the Timberwolves money line over the Rockets. I got the Clippers money line over the Pacers. Those games are tomorrow. I know Super Bowl is here. I refuse to pick the winner of this game because number one, I'm not gonna jinx myself. I'm not gonna jinx the Eagles. I'm not gonna pick against the Chiefs. I'm not going to do that. I'm just gonna let God, the football gods, do it themselves. But I got a couple prop bets, so I'm gonna take Dallas Goddard anytime TD. That's plus 2,200. I got first quarter total odd number. That's minus 115. And then I got first quarter both teams score. I got yes for plus 115. So those are just a couple prop bets that I will be putting in.
Yeah, yeah, I'm with you on the Dallas Goddard win. I'm taking the over on his receiving yards, 52 and a half. Uh, and I take the over on Travis Kelsey, 61 and a half, because Zach Ertz was eating him up. So I believe Travis Kelsey will too. And I'll take the over on Xavier Worthy's receiving yards. I'll take a Xavier Worthy anytime touchdown. And I would take the over on both Jalen Hurts and Patrick Mahomes over 1.5 for the touchdowns. And then rushing yards, I'm taking the under. I'm not. He ain't getting 113 yards.
Okay, okay.
I take the over on Patrick Mahomes, 29 and a half. I'm taking
I,
that.
I bet you. I bet you would.
I'm
I bet
taking
you
that.
would.
Oh, I'm taking that. Rushing
I
yards?
bet
Come
you
on,
would, my
man.
brother. I bet you would, my brother.
All right, man. If you go to any of our social media platform, you'll see the BetUs link. Go to their website. First time users only. You sign up. You put the promo code in, join 125. You get 125% sign-in bonus. That is and plus 10% gamblers insurance because they got other things on the website. So that's three risk-free bets. Betting minimum $100 up to $5,000. So that means on your first three bets, if you lose and you deposit $100 on your first three deposits, if you lose, you keep your money. You don't even lose it. So you can win money, or you can on your first three deposit, you lose your bets, you still keep your money. So you ain't losing either way. So go sign up for BetUS. Tell them Chris Dallamall sent you,
Yes, sir.
and that is BetUS Short Picks. All right, man. Let's talk about the NFL award winner picks. You got the list?
What happened?
Hold on, because I'm trying to get the list of the.
Let me see if I can pull it up. Let's see. Let's see. I got this here. Let me see. I could probably share this. Here, I got this. This work. You want a different list?
I can't see that for shit.
I could read it. You want me to read it?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. So, for here, let's do this. Let's start from the top. Let's start from the bottom. Work our way up. All right. For assistant coach of the year, you got Bills OC Joe Brady. You got Eagles DC Vic Fangio. You got Lions OC Ben Johnson. You got Lions DC Aaron Glenn. And then you got Vikings defensive coordinator Brian Flores. Who do you have winning that?
I guess Ben Johnson.
You got Ben Johnson.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, honestly, it's either gonna be Ben Johnson or Vic Fangio. I think the Eagles defense has been probably the best all year, but I think I'm gonna go with Ben Johnson. Man, they had like a record breaking year as far as like points and stuff like that. So I'm gonna go with Ben Johnson. Next up, we got Coach of the Year. We got Dan Campbell of the Detroit Lions. We got Kevin O'Connell of the Minnesota Vikings. We got Sean Payton and the Denver Broncos. Dan Quinn and the Washington Commanders, and your boy Andy Reid of the Kansas City Chiefs.
He ain't winning that shit. He ain't winning.
He's not winning that shit, but he's
Uh,
the best coach on here. But
yeah, but it is what it is. I would say Dan Quinn because nobody expected the Commanders to be where they was at. I know this is a regular season award, but for them to make it to where they made it, I'm gonna go with Dan Quinn.
I agree with you 100%. I think it's Dan Quinn, especially with a rookie quarterback. I know Jaden Daniels is very special, but Dan Quinn was definitely a part of that. And then obviously they got that defense to play a little bit better, especially in the second half. That was one of the main reasons why they made it to the playoffs, and they had that deep run. So man, definitely got to give it to them. I think second will probably be Dan Campbell. I would say second.
I wouldn't be mad at Kevin O'Connell either.
Nah, honestly, you really can't be mad at anybody on this list. Even Sean Payton, I know he probably won't win it, but especially what he was able to do. I know we talked a lot of mess with Sean Payton, but it was pretty impressive what they did. So, Next up, comeback player of the year. You got Bengals quarterback Joe Burrow, Vikings quarterback Sam Darnold, Chargers running back J.K. Dobbins, Patriots cornerback Christian Gonzalez, or Bills safety DeMar Hamlin.
Um, if we're talking stats and numbers, it probably would be Joe Burrow.
Probably. I'll probably
Because
say it.
if they had a winning record, he possibly be in the MVP conversation.
Mm-hmm.
Because his numbers was up there. He's probably what top 2 in
Yeah.
yards and
Oh yeah.
touchdowns
Oh
this
yeah.
year.
For sure.
So it'd probably be Joe Burrow. But you can make an argument because, like I said, it's a regular season award. I could see Sam Darnold being in the mix. If J.K. Dobbins didn't get hurt and was out for those 4 games, then I would say he'd have a strong case too. But he got hurt, so yeah, it's probably Joe. It's probably Joe.
Look, it's probably gonna be Joe or Sam, but personally, even though J.K. did get hurt, I think it was a big accomplishment for what he did. I think J.K. Dobbins should really get a strong consideration. Man, he was one of the big keys on why this offense was getting going, especially in the beginning of the year, man. So, my heart wants it to go to J.K., but I know it'll probably go to Joe. Next up, we got defensive rookie of the year. We got Rams DL Brandon Fisk. We got Rams outside linebacker Jared Verse. We got Dolphins outside linebacker Chop Robinson. We got Eagles cornerback Quentin Mitchell, and then we got Eagles quarterback Cooper DeJean. Damn, this is a tough list.
This is a tough one. This is
a very tough one, man. It could go to any one of those guys, but
and I wouldn't be mad. Maybe outside of Chop Robinson, even though Chop had a good year.
Chop had a good year. He's probably like the least one, but it's kind of crazy. The Rams and the Eagles.
Yeah,
my God, they got some good ones, boy.
Pretty much.
Got some good ones, but
I think that you tend to go well. Because Quinyon Mitchell was special.
Quentin Mitchell was nasty, boy. He was special. He was nasty.
But the numbers pop out more from Jared Verse, probably.
Yeah.
So I'd probably go with Verse.
Brandon Fisk was a monster.
He was
but
too.
Jared Verse, especially, I think in that playoff game, he really showed out.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm gonna go with Quinyon, man. I think Quinyon Mitchell has been. You could honestly probably consider him being the best cornerback this year. Honestly, he's been that special. I wouldn't be surprised if it's either Jared Verse or him, but I'm gonna go with Quinyon. He was the guy I talked Flanagan into liking, so and he came around my way. So
shout out to Flanagan.
Next up, we got offensive rookie of the year. I think this one is easy. You got Commanders quarterback Jaden Daniels, you got Broncos quarterback Bo Nix, Giants wide receiver Malik Neighbors, Jaguars wide receiver Brian Thomas Jr., and Raiders tight end Brock Bowers. All great, but we all know who this is going
Jaden Daniels is getting.
It's going to Jaden Daniels. Even though all those people. It could easily it just shows you how great this rookie class was.
Mm-hmm.
That's all it really shows on the defensive side and offensive side. This low key might be the way it's trending. This could be the greatest class of all time, bro. The way it's going, bro. Like it really could be because you could literally say all the quarterbacks pretty much hit for the most part. A lot of the receivers
outside of JJ McCartney, yeah.
Well, JJ McCarthy didn't play, so it's unfair. But he was showing promise. Even in the one game he played, the tight ends, they've been showing out. A lot of the defensive rookies, man. Like, hey, man, it was a great year last year. I'll say that. It was hard to miss last year. All right, next up, we got defensive player of the year. We got Browns, maybe former Browns defensive end Myles Garrett. Bengals defensive end Trey Hendrickson. We got Steelers outside linebacker TJ Watt. We got Eagles linebacker Zach Bond, and we got Broncos cornerback Patrick Surtain. This one's kind of tough. But
this is tough. I was looking at this list because it's like Zach Bond is good, but I never looked at Zach Bond like I don't even think he's the best player on his defense. You know what I'm saying? Like
that defense is so good everywhere.
I'm just saying. But if you're doing the pecking order, like Carter, Mitchell,
you
know what I'm saying?
For real.
I don't even know if he's like we might have to get to like 8-10 players before we get to Zach Bond being
That's
important
true.
on the.
That just shows the depth of that defense. Really
it is. Shout out to Howard Roseman. How many sacks that Miles Garrett had. I mean, it's not that's not the only thing that you measure. You measure pressures and all that good stuff. But
I don't know how many did he have. Let me
I
look it
know
up.
Trey Hendrickson led the league in sacks this year.
Let me see real quick. Let me pull it up. Let me pull it up. Stats. Let's see.
You know, it's kind of funny. It was if Trey Hendrickson wins and they had the worst defense in the league.
Let's see. Oh, this is postseason. My bad. I'm tripping. So Miles Garrett had 14 and Trey Henderson. Damn, he had 17 and a half.
Mm-hmm. I think they give it to Trey. I think they give it to him. He led the league in defense.
Yeah,
he led
Trey
the league in sacks.
Do they though? Because that big, I get it. He wasn't the main reason why that Bengals defense was trash, but it wasn't like they were. It wasn't like you know, what I mean, they were. They really weren't that night. Like Trey Henderson was the only reason why that defense had any respect. Like you could like in the beginning of the year, T.J. Watt looked like he was about to be the clear cut winner. But Miles Garrett, he played really well. Patrick Surtain was amazing this year too. He really was. He was really amazing. I don't know, man. This one's tough. You're going Trey Henderson. I'm gonna go. If you go Trey, I'm gonna go Patrick. I'm gonna go Patrick. If you go with Trey,
I'm not mad at that.
We'll do it that way. All right, next up, we got offensive player of the year. I think.
Come on, man.
Well, it could be tough. It could kind of be tough.
Come on.
You got Bengals quarterback Joe Burrow. You got Ravens quarterback Lamar Jackson. You got Eagles running back Saquon Barkley. Ravens running back Derrick Henry. And Bengals wide receiver Jamar Chase. Who do you got?
Look, everybody on this list had an amazing season.
Jamar Chase was nasty, boy. Like
he was.
Man, he was Triple Crown winner too.
Triple Crown winner.
Yeah.
But come on, man. Saquon Barkley, my man ran for 2,000 yards, and I think he would have got that record if they let him play.
100%. Nah, yeah, I agree with you. Saquon is the winner, but a lot of these cats had great years. Lamar Jackson,
they did. Lamar had his best statistical year.
Derrick Henry had a great year. Joe Burrow had a great year. Jamar Chase, obviously, he had the Triple Crown for receivers. So, but yeah, I'm gonna agree with you. I'm gonna go with Saquon Barkley. And then last but not least, we got most valuable player. We got Bills quarterback Josh Allen. We got Ravens quarterback Lamar Jackson. We got Bengals quarterback Joe Burrow. Lions quarterback Jared Goff. And then the only non-quarterback, Saquon Barkley of the Philadelphia Eagles. Who do you have, sir? Who do you got winning?
Mm-hmm. This is difficult, bro. I don't know.
I think this is going to Lamar Jackson. I think it's going to Lamar. I think so. I think Lamar going to get his third. That was kind of number one. That was kind of like the big rumor, and everybody was kind of going forward to that. Yeah. Now, if they waited until now, let's say hypothetically they didn't vote until let's say
they said they already put their votes in though.
Hey, I'm just saying hypothetically. Let's say they did. I know most likely they voted a while ago, but let's say if you voted a while back, I think it's going to be Lamar Jackson. If you would have waited until after the conference championship games, I think Saquon Barkley has a real strong case to be the MVP, bro. Because the Philadelphia Eagles ain't making it to the Super Bowl without him. He's the main reason, especially in this playoffs, why they made it
against the Rams.
Josh Allen had it. Josh Allen had it. But if you can't beat Patrick Mahomes, you ain't getting the MVP. Sorry, my brother. You're not. But I don't know. I think it's going to go Lamar Jackson.
I think these people want to get at Josh Allen that award so bad.
You think so?
I think they do, man. I think they want to give him that award so bad.
I know they do, but he didn't even statistically he wasn't even better than Lamar Jackson.
He wasn't. He barely statistically he was on the same par. He was like a couple yards. I think he was a couple yards under Mahomes, and a couple touchdowns ahead of Mahomes.
Yeah. And then low key, let's call a spade a spade. If goddamn Mark Andrews doesn't fumble and doesn't drop the ball, the Baltimore Ravens were playing the goddamn Kansas City Chiefs in the goddamn AFC Championship game. We all know this. We all know this.
There's a minute 43 left. Josh could have been great.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, we'll see. That defense was playing
Yeah.
good in that second half. All right.
He
All
had like
right.
177 yards and no
Yeah.
touchdowns.
Yeah, man. I said it's gonna be Lamar, but if you really look on this list, it really should probably go to Saquon Barkley though. It
Yeah,
probably should go to Saquon,
yeah,
honestly.
but yeah, they're gonna probably give it to Lamar.
Yeah.
Yeah, if Saquon had won broke that record, he would have got it hands down.
Mhm. Mhm.
All right, man. Do Maul's favorite segment, random news. It is now time for Maul's random news.
Yes, my favorite topic of the night, Chris's favorite topic in the night. I know it has to be a lot of y'all's as well. Still looking for a sponsorship. Anybody, you know anybody want to hook it up? Holler at us. First up, DJ Khaled, and he announced a new album. He also said Drake was going to have 2 songs on this album, but Drake quickly cut that off. Said must be Drake Bell. Um, and then DJ Khaled deleted his post about his new album. Some people have stated that Drake has every right to be mad at Khaled because he didn't speak up and defended his boy during the battle with Kendrick Lamar. Some people think that's pretty dumb. But overall, what are your thoughts on this? Do you think Drake should be mad at DJ Khaled, and do you think DJ Khaled will get his Drake verses?
Look, if he jumped the gun in announcing Drake on the album and they didn't discuss the business, Drake has every right to say, it must be Drake Bell.
True.
He has every right. They didn't get the business right, then yeah.
Yeah.
But for them to be mad because he didn't speak up, Cali has always been neutral.
Yeah, 100%.
He's always been neutral. I don't know what y'all think. He's never been like, I'm OVO. No, he's literally got every rapper on one song.
Yeah.
That is his whole plight, that he gets every rapper on different songs. It's like a compilation album of hip hop, of current hip hop, current and past hip hop. That's what he always does. So for everybody to act like, oh, he should stick up for Drake for what? Like it'd be one thing if it was, we the best OVO.
Yeah.
No, Cali has always been, for a lack of a better term, an industry whore.
Yeah.
Get tossed around all the rappers.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's true.
So I'm not jacking that. All this, he should have spoke up. No, he shouldn't have. He should have stayed true to himself. Neutral. He's always been neutral.
Yeah. Don't be mad because you got your ass whipped in the battle. Don't be mad at everybody else because you're the one that caused this. You know what I mean? You're the one that wanted Kendrick to respond so bad. So Kendrick responded and he outdid you, embarrassed you. And the rest is history. Don't be mad at Khaled. Give him his verses. But again, it's his right if he don't want to do it. So it is what it is. Next up, a Connecticut lawmaker wants movie theaters to post the real start times of movies. What it would be after all the advertisement, trailers, and everything else. Do you agree with this law? Do you think they should have that? So if there's like 15 minutes of trailers, then
I know. But I don't think it should be a law. Like, I think at this point now, if you don't know the trailers are long as hell, like nowadays it'd be like 10 trailers.
Oh yeah. You easily
like sometimes I'd be
commercial, and one of them like AMC commercials. Yeah, you're getting those.
But once the lights go dim and it's time for the movie to start, sometimes you be sitting like, damn, another trailer. God damn, the movie ain't started.
But yo, man, I ain't gonna lie, man. That's low key one of my favorite parts of going to movies, seeing the new trailers.
I love seeing the new trailers.
That's one of my favorite
cool
parts.
To see about 4 or 5 of them, but damn, 8 of them. Come on,
hey, you know what? You go for the entire experience.
The movie started at 6:45. That movie started at 7:45.
No, I get you. But I love the movie theater.
But I don't think it should be a law.
Nah, I don't think it should be a law. I love the movie theater experience, man. I know there's been a lot of talk about our movie theaters going to be extinct and stuff like that. I hope not. I love the movie theater experience. I think there are certain movies that really does need that, like, kind of experience to it. So hopefully, what I mean, like, I don't think it needs to be a law, but you make time, make time, make time. It seems like Stephen A. Smith is emerging as a potential Democratic candidate for 2028 for the president election. Smith is polling at 2% in recent surveys. He did come out and say that he most likely will not run. But if he were to run, could you potentially see Stephen A. Smith sitting in the Oval Office?
No. Could you imagine him giving a state of emergency?
Oh yeah, that shit would be hilarious. That shit would be hilarious, bro. That shit would be hilarious.
Him
bro.
loud, yelling, screaming.
Do you think he'll finally make Molly his first wife?
No.
Or press secretary or something?
Nah.
Well, like, give me, like, who you think his press secretary will be? Do you think it'll be Mad Dog Russo?
Hell no, please not. Why? So we can have a segment in the state of emergency. What I'm mad about?
Or Shannon Sharp ass? Nah, Shannon Sharp will probably be Secretary of Defense. That's what we probably
be. Security.
Nah, facts. All right, next up, Marvel Studios is reportedly considering bringing back Jonathan Majors and maybe bringing back his
Majors, man.
Bringing back his Kang character. Do you think Marvel Studios should give his part back to him and reestablish the story around Kang?
Yes, the man he got found guilty for assaulting a woman. I mean, for a woman assaulting him.
Yeah.
Bottom line, because he ran. Get that man back his role. Y'all tarnished that man.
I'm hearing that
he was on the rise.
No, he was up and coming. He was a great actor. I'm hearing that
him and sinners away from him.
Yeah, I heard him and Michael B. Jordan are linking back up. I heard they're doing some things together. So I think that's a promising sign. If Michael B. Jordan is back, I think that's a promising sign in Hollywood. You know what I mean? I think Michael B. Jordan is like, he can get you in. He can make you a break. Next up, Sony is reportedly set to deliver its now standard February PlayStation State of Play broadcast. Cris, what are some of the games you would like to see on this State of Play?
When is it?
It's supposed to be sometime in February. I think probably like the week after Super Bowl.
GTS 6? GTA 6?
Okay.
Probably a new Batman game.
I heard they're working on a new Batman game. I heard that.
Batman game. A new Metal Gear game.
We need an update on when that Snake Eater is coming out.
But
I think Ghost of Tsushima. I would love to see maybe a better a more gameplay trailer of Ghost of Tsushima. I know we got like I thought it was a dope trailer, the first trailer that we got, but I wouldn't mind that. What else? I wouldn't mind, maybe if they announced a new Wolverine game, maybe we got like a little snippet.
That or the Blade game.
Yeah, you know what I mean. I wouldn't mind that. Maybe some new stuff from Capcom. I know they're doing Onimusha. I think that's coming back out, so maybe they'll do some of that. I'm always excited for PlayStation State of Play. I think they got a lot of games coming out here in the next couple weeks. Obviously, Assassin's Creed. We're all hoping that game is really good. It's supposed to be coming out, I think March 20th or something, I believe. So I think that's probably the next game I'm personally looking forward to. That I hope.
No, they showing clips of the new WWE game.
Oh yeah. How's that look? How's that game look?
Oh, it's good. They showed the Rock. They showed the Rock's entrance. They look fire.
They look fire.
Jay Uso's.
I didn't play the one last year. Was the one last year good? Was that one good?
Look, man, let me tell you something.
It was like copy and paste from like.
That's what I'm saying. Let me tell you something. It should be the same game
Okay,
over and over, dog.
they just redo the scans on the face and shit. That's all. They might update the entrance or two, maybe
Yeah,
half
like
match, but
that's it, brother. Like, and do give you some new storylines on the
same as
career
2K,
mode.
same as 2K,
On the
same as
career
NBA
mode.
2K. Yeah, same shit.
That's just saying. It's the same thing, bro.
Yeah,
If you
man.
love wrestling, you gonna play it.
Nah, yeah, it's same as NBA. Nah, I hear you. I hear you. Let's see what else we got. What else we got? So update: The Last of Us season 2 will be 7 episodes, premiering spring of 2025. Season 2 picks up 5 years after season 1, as tensions between Joel and Ellie remain high with the actions Joel took to save Ellie's life during the season 1 finale. Then Abby arrives. They also said that Last of Us 2 will be in multiple seasons. They think it will most likely there'll be a season 3 going for Last of Us. Do you think 7 episodes is enough? What's your excitement level going into this new season of Last of Us? And how much do you think they stay with the story of the actual video game?
Um, I'm sure they're gonna deviate. I mean, they've already deviated in the first season.
Mm-hmm.
Um, you know, making certain characters, certain things, and switching some stuff up. But the main thing stays the main thing. They already said that Abby, she's not gonna have the physique like Abby has in the game. Like, she's not gonna be all buff. She's just gonna be regular. Um, so, but I'm excited. I thought the first season was great.
Mm-hmm.
I thought they did a really good job with that one, and I'm intrigued with this one. I do want to see more zombies. I want to see more of the zombies. I thought they kind of threw them in like that one episode. They just like dumped them all out there.
Oh
The
yeah,
scene with the clickers when they
yeah.
were trying to get away from the clickers, that was good because that was on point with the game. But like I said, I do want to see more of the infected, should I say, as zombies infected. I want to see more of the infected and how they do that. But outside of that, I thought they did a great job. It's gonna be interesting to see how they play off the whole. Like you said, it's gonna be 5 years later. Uh, him and Ellie, the tension between them, because it was like that in the game. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? That and it was revealed that she knew what he did. You know what I'm saying? Later in the game. That's why she really wasn't in speaking terms with him and not really talking to him. And I wonder how long they drag it out to where he gets killed.
Yeah, I think that's the main thing. I know that's obviously in the game it was the beginning portions of the game. It has to come quick. Like, but if they're gonna I could see the build up, especially in this season. I could see that this would be the build up to his death. Maybe like the last episode of this season be the build up to this death, and then the next season will be probably like her going after the killers and stuff like that. Her going after Abby and all that.
But I do think he still remains on the show as flashback stuff.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, he'll definitely have parts for sure. Because like I think that was a big um part of the game where the flashback moments of the story. You know what I mean? It kind of brought the whole story together. As I said, I think Last of Us 2 could literally be the greatest game ever made. It literally could, man. I know a lot of people love the first one. I know they do. First one is really good,
special dog.
but two is a different level, brother. 2 is a different level, and
I
that game
fucks with two.
that game was.
I'm not like everybody else. People didn't like 2 because they killed Joel the first
because they
game.
joined. Yeah, that was the main reason. Yeah,
That was the main reason,
That was
and they
all.
did, and the people that don't like a female strong woman, they didn't like Abby because she was all buff. And
Yeah, you know what I
beaten.
mean. She did get her back
Yeah,
blown out in one of the scenes. So
that's what I said. But they didn't like that. So
Yeah.
whatever. It's a game. Who cares?
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Next up, you got some Eagles fans that are kind of saying that if Jalen Hurts were to win the Super Bowl on Sunday, that he would officially be better than Cam Newton. Do you agree or disagree?
Give Cam Newton, AJ Brown, and Devontae Smith, and come back and holler at me. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say. And Saquon in the backfield. That's all I'm gonna say. Give him AJ. I mean, I love Steve Smith, but he was only with him for like a season.
Mhm.
Like, and this was the back end of his career. Like this wasn't prime Steve Smith.
Yeah.
Give him a prime AJ Brown and Devontae Smith. Ah,
No, yeah.
I
Yeah.
think people have revisionist history on Cam. I know people don't like him because of his bravado and some of the stuff he say and all that stuff. But Cam was special, man. We not gonna do this to Cam, and he was working with very little.
No, 100%.
Greg Olsen was his best receiver.
Yeah. Nah, for real. So, um, yeah, man, that's kind of all I have for today for random news, man. So,
All right, man. I got to thinking about something. I heard something on ESPN that got me thinking about everybody talks about Mahomes as the best quarterback, so whatever. But then you get to the Josh Allens, the Lamar Jacksons, the Joe Burrows, if you want to add the CJ Strouds and all those guys in there. But I want to ask you, what's most likely to happen out of all those quarterbacks? You know what I'm saying? I'll go Joe Burrows, Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen. I'll just stick with those three because those are the main three right now. Everybody got a microscope on those three. Who's going to be the guy to beat Mahomes and get to the Super Bowl? You know what I'm saying? And win one. Joe's already did it one time. Out of those three teams, those three players, which one do you think is more likely to stay with their current team for the rest of their career, and which one is least likely?
ooh, most likely, least likely. I will say most likely. I would say Josh Allen. I think he is that team. He embodies that team. So is Lamar Jackson. So is Joe Burrow. But like Lamar, he was close to leaving Baltimore. I think he
Mm-hmm.
was close to leaving Baltimore. Like if somebody would have offered him another contract somewhere else, I think
Atlanta should have did it, but whatever.
even my Raiders, I think they should have honestly
Mm-hmm.
considered it. But I think he would have been gone. I know he did re up, but I wouldn't be surprised if he were to leave. So I would say Josh Allen is the most likely to stay. The least likely to stay, I think it's Joe Burrow because I just don't trust the Cincinnati Bengals and him doing right. Now I know he has his boy Jamar Chase, so you could honestly see him, I guess, staying. I don't think none of them are leaving, but I think the Bengals would be the one organization that could mess it up and force Joe Burrow to leave. You know what I mean? And Joe Burrow is all about winning. So and all those guys are, but Joe Burrow is like intently like he wants to win. So
Mm-hmm.
and if they don't get it right, man, I wouldn't be surprised if he eventually didn't want to re up. Now, obviously, we don't see trade situations like we do in the NBA. But hey, there might be that owner that might be dumb like Nico Harrison, be like, you know what, we're gonna just trade Joe Burrow because we can get we might be better off in the draft type shit. You know what I mean? I think that's always a possibility as well. You know what I mean? Somebody might make an offer that maybe somebody couldn't refuse. So I'm gonna go with Joe Burrow. I think he'll be the least likely to say, and that's only because of the organization.
I asked the same question on the NFC side. Jalen Hurts, Dak Prescott, and Jared Goff.
So Jalen Hurts, Dak Prescott, or Jerry. Man, that's tough. Most likely, I think as long as Dan Campbell's there, Jared Goff is staying. Um, and that fan base loves Jared Goff, but I don't know, man. The way that playoff thing ended, I think people were slowly like, I don't know about Jared Goff anymore, man. So I don't know if people are going to be screaming Jared Goff next year like they were this year. Damn, that's tough. Obviously, a lot goes down to if Jalen Hurts is able to win the Super Bowl. I don't think he's going anywhere at all. I think
Mm,
I think he would stay, even though we did see Nick Foles end up leaving, but I think that was a different situation
yeah.
compared to Jalen Hurts. So I'll say this. Let's go this way. Hypothetically, let's say the Eagles do win. I think Jalen Hurts would be the most likely to stay out of both of those
Of
guys.
course, they'll re him up.
If he does not win, I would probably put Dak Prescott as the one that would most not likely leave because Jerry Jones don't like change, and he loves Dak Prescott from what it seems like. So I would probably put him one. I would put Jared Goff two, and then Jalen Hurts three. Because the Eagles are always the team that will look to improve. If they think they can get a quarterback to improve, let's say they don't win this year and Matthew Stafford become available. I wouldn't be surprised if they were like, "Yo, fuck it, let's go with Matthew Stafford and see what's up." I could see the Eagles organization doing that. I can't see Jerry doing that, and then I think I can't see Dan Campbell getting rid of Jared Goff. So I said it all depends on if a lot of it depends on if Jalen Hurts wins the Super Bowl this year. I think it does because especially with Saquon Barkley in the backfield, I think they might feel a little bit more comfortable trying to maybe change it up. You know what I mean? Obviously, there was always those rumors that maybe Jalen Hurts maybe getting not getting signed. Obviously, he did get the contract, but Eagles are always looking to be better. So
No, I hear you. The thing with Jared Goff, it's going to be interesting in this draft because there's a couple guys in the second round. We talked about Kyle McCoy. The Detroit Lions, if Kyle McCoy is sitting there in the second round, do you not
yeah,
might
even my man
draft
from
him?
Ohio State, if he's there,
Well, Howard, one of those two guys,
Will Howard.
they sitting there.
Dylan Gabriel, you gotta look at that. You gotta look at that.
They draft him. You don't think if Jared Goff, if next season Detroit doesn't start off like they did last year or this season, should I say? And people are looking at and Jared Goff is the reason, like he looks like he's regressed. Then yeah, then their fan base is going to get to yelling the other quarterbacks' name.
Nah, because yeah, sorry to cut you off, but
Like, good.
yeah, honestly, like with Jared Goff, especially with Ben Johnson gone, it's like he was comfortable in that offense. So yeah, no, I agree with you. Like I like yeah, that's why I put him at number two. You might be right, honestly. Maybe Jared Goff might be the least likely to
And
stay.
he's the older one out of all of
And
them
he's the
too.
older one too. All right, man, you convinced me. You won this one. Yeah, I'm gonna go with you. I'm gonna go with you. I think Jared Goff might be the least likely to stay.
Because I think people love Jalen Hurts. He's
They
just
do. They,
they love him too much. I think Howie
they're always so
Roseman.
ready to like if they
They
can
are.
do
They
better, they will
Howard
do.
Roseman will always look to upgrade the roster, but I just think they have a loyalty to Jalen Hurts. I think they love him a
Yeah,
lot,
they do. They do.
and I think their fan base loves him too. So
Yeah, I think they do.
now, if he goes out there and just has a bad game on Sunday, then yeah,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think Sunday will say a lot about how they truly feel, how they will truly feel about Jalen Hurts for sure.
yeah. All right, man. Well, speaking of the game, let's go ahead and talk about it, player. Super Bowl 59
Hmm.
is going to be here Sunday. Kansas City Chiefs versus the Philadelphia Eagles. Um, I could, I would think we both agree that they're the two best teams in the league right now going against each other. This is the matchup. Um, it's a rematch, you know what I'm saying? So Jalen Hurts, he's coming in hungry. He wants that, revenge. Nick Sirianni, Brandon Graham, a lot of the AJ Brown, Devontae Smith, a lot of the guys that was on this team for that Super Bowl, they want that revenge. And they've re-upped. They got younger at certain spots on the defense. And yeah, they're looking for revenge. They look like a well-oiled machine. Other than outside of the AJ Brown stuff, and Jalen Hurts, but other than that, they look like a well-oiled. When they're on, they're on.
Yeah.
And then of course you got the Chiefs. They're heading in here for the three-peat. Patrick Mahomes. We ain't got to go through the numbers and the playoffs and all that stuff. It's all historical stuff. Him, Travis Kelsey, Andy Reid, Spags, this defense, Chris Jones, all them. Um, they're trying to chase greatness and do something that none of us has ever seen before. You know what I'm saying? We've seen it in basketball, with the Bulls. We've seen it with the Lakers, but we have never seen it in football because it's just so hard to do because of the turnaround. You know what I'm saying? Once you start winning, they start plucking coaches, they start plucking players, you know what I'm saying? So you got to pay people and stuff like that. And it's hard. It's just very difficult. Whereas in basketball, you can kind of keep some of your core guys for a while to get at least a three-peat. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So it's something that's never been done before. Uh, Before we give our picks, I just want to get your overall feel on the game.
Nah, man, I think this is gonna be a really good game, man. I think both of these teams match up really well. I said it before. Like, I'm not scared to say it. I think the Eagles are talent wise, they might be the most talented team between the two. Obviously, the Chiefs are going to be the most trustworthy team out of anybody. You know, you got the best coach. You probably got the better quarterback. Even though when Jalen Hurts did play against y'all the first time, like I thought he was the best. He might have been the best player on that field for the most part, minus Chris Jones. But but overall, man, it's like a tale of the tape, man. Like I'm gonna be curious to see how Saquon is, if he's gonna be able to run on this defense. I think Saquon will be the best running back that the Chiefs have seen all year. Yeah. Even though the Chiefs run defense has been the best, you know what I mean, out of all the teams. Obviously, you got to see the matchups with, Dallas Goedert. You know, obviously, you even kind of hinted that, the Chiefs have struggled against tight end protection. Obviously, you still got A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith. You would assume McDuffie will probably be on Brown for the most part. But then again, I think it all depends on who's hot at the time. And then obviously, with Jalen Hurts, you got to see if he can even repeat the same kind of game he had a couple years ago. Now on the Chiefs side, we all know what we all kind of expect to, that Patrick Mahomes is going to be, I know me and you kind of disagreed on my statement when I said I feel like Patrick Mahomes has regressed to a degree. Like when I say the word regress, I don't mean like my man is terrible. Like I don't mean like my man can't play quarterback. Now I'm not saying Patrick Mahomes ain't the best quarterback in the league. I'm just comparing to what we are,
compared to his standards. I get you.
To his heights. That's all I'm saying.
I get you.
And then obviously, I think the big thing is, can Isaiah Pacheco get to Isaiah Pacheco form? Now, I know Kareem Hunt has played pretty well. I know he has played pretty well. But I do think they need this running game to be at least a little bit better than what they have provided, because that back end of the Philadelphia Eagles is really, 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 really good. They're really, really good. So I'm going to be curious to see how they match up. I think obviously the big key is Travis Kelce. Like, we all know Kelce's always meant for these big games. He's always been one of the bigger players in these games, the guy that Patrick Mahomes is going to trust in this game the most compared to any of the receivers. Obviously, he's going to try to get Xavier Worthy going. He's going to try to get, D-Hop going. But we all know with the Chiefs, there's always that surprise player who will make the big catch, or, some dumb shit will always happen.
Juju.
Hopefully it's not Juju. But overall, man, I said, I think it's going to be an exciting game. At the end of the day, I know a lot of people are probably going to pick the Chiefs just because of history and what this team has proven. But at the end of the day, man, I think this is a 50-50 game, man. I think
it definitely is.
I think it's a tough choice. And honestly, at the end of the day, man, I just hope we get a really great game. I expect a really great game. I expect a better game. Like, even though the game last year ended really good, I expect like the whole game to be like amazing. I think it's going to be a chess match. There's too much talent on this field for it not to be a great game. Come down to the final minutes and final seconds to see who's going to be. As I said, special teams for you guys have been amazing. You know what I mean? Honestly, that's won you a lot of games this year. I think that could be the key in this one as well. You know what I mean? I think Philly's special teams has played honestly really good, especially in the playoffs. I think their special teams has been played really good, and we saw that especially against the Commanders. So I don't know, man. It's a 50-50 game, man. I'm excited, man. As I said, man, hopefully we get a great game. Hopefully we get some great commercials. I know the Kendrick performance is going to be amazing. This overall day could be one of the better Super Bowls of all time. So it's a lot of anticipation for this game. I know I talk my shit talking about like, I want to watch this shit. We're gonna watch it. We're gonna watch it.
The people on time.
We're gonna watch it.
Everybody on timeline said they ain't watching it, man.
Because at the end of the day, you're either rooting for the Chiefs to win or everybody's rooting for the Chiefs to lose. So we're all expecting. Yeah. You know what I mean? And then, you know what? I think another thing is everybody's going to be paying attention to the referees, man. I don't care how people feel. But that's going to be a big storyline. Everybody's going to be paying attention. I'm curious to see how the referees call this game, especially with all the attention that they have been getting with the favoritism. And no matter how you feel about that or whatever, there's going to be eyes on this. So is the league going to make sure that these guys let the players play, or they're going to call a tight game? Like, which way is it going to go? I think could play a big key in this game as well. So I think that's something else to watch out for. But It's gonna be a great game, man. I'm excited.
Yeah, man, I agree with everything you said, man. It's going to be a good back and forth game. It's going to be a chess match. Andy Reid versus Vic Fangio, Spags versus Kellen Moore, and Nick Sirianni. Can he make the right decisions at the right time? You know what I'm saying? As far as, certain play calls, certain, if he needs to throw a flag, a challenge flag, timeouts, things of that nature. You know what I'm saying? Is he going to be able to do that in these high pressure moments? So he almost had us last game, but a few things bounced our way. We won the game. You know what I'm saying? So this is going to be interesting to see. And Nick Sirianni, he could booster himself as a top coach in this league if he wins this game. You know what I'm saying? We already know what Andy, regardless of what happens, Andy Reid's going to be a Hall of Fame. He's still getting the gold jacket after all of this. He still has the most wins in both organizations, Philly and Kansas City. So
Yeah.
he, he's going to get a gold jacket someday.
Mm-hmm.
But Nick Sirianni, he could put himself up in there with the Andy Reeds and the Sean McVays, the Kyle Shanahan types, and do something Kyle Shanahan can't get done, and that's beat the Chiefs. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
um, this is a very big statement. This is a big statement game for Jalen Hurts too. A lot of people have questions about Jalen Hurts. It's, you know, can he get it done? Is he a good quarterback? Da 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 da. The rumblings between him and AJ Brown every other game or whatever, because he ain't throw him enough balls, and all the quarterback need to throw the football a little bit more. Like, um, it's just a lot of stuff is riding, a lot of storylines. Saquon Barkley, his first Super Bowl, after leaving the Giants, finally he gets on a great team,
Yeah.
and now he's in the Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? Solidified. I think he's already solidified himself now as the best running back in the league right now. But he could put some extra cheese on it, and really throw the middle finger at the Giants. You know what I'm saying,
Yeah.
with a Super Bowl trophy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Um, and then like I said, on the Chiefs side, Patrick Mahomes doing something, because we all know right now he's chasing Brady. That's who he's chasing right now. And if he can get a three-peat under his belt, that's something that Tom Brady not done. I'm not saying that he's going to be the GOAT. That's just going to make him the GOAT, because I still think he would have to win a few more to get to that height.
I
But
agree with you. I agree with you.
but this will make it closer. The argument will be closer if he gets a three-peat. I will say that'll be something that Tom Brady wasn't able to get. You know what I'm saying? So that'll make the conversation closer. But I still think he still has to get a couple more rings for him to to surpass Tom Brady. So and then Travis Kelsey. I know he said on his press conference, we talked about it on my Chiefs podcast, me and Mark and a few other Ash and Homie Joe. We was talking about it, and is this his last game? If he wins, you know what I'm saying? And he's the MVP. Let's say Travis Kelsey becomes the MVP. Let's say he puts up a buck 50 and 2 touchdowns. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Does he ride off in the sunset and say, you know what? I got a three-peat. I was the MVP of the Super Bowl. I don't got nothing else to prove, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And he's already got stuff lined up. He said it himself. Now, I know he said he wanted to play another 3 more years. I don't see three. If he do come back, it'll probably be 1 more year, because I could see the Chiefs like maybe drafting his heir apparent and be like, hey, you be his understudy, learn under Kelsey, blah blah blah, and then next year you taking the reins. But that's something to look at. You know what I'm saying, as far as storylines go. And then Spags, what's he gonna pull out of his bag against this offense? You know what I'm saying? How's he gonna stop Saquon Barkley? You know what I'm saying? Or at least contain him. You know what I'm saying? I was listening to Tyrann Mathieu on one of the Kansas City sports thing, and he talked about their matchup, because the Eagles beat them like 15-12. And he was like, he said, you got to play Saquon all 4 quarters, man, because for the most part of the game, we had contained him. But it was just like in that fourth quarter, he ran like a 60, 70-yard touchdown that won them the game.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's what Saquon is able to do in a tight game that, you know what I'm saying, maybe they weren't able to do when they faced us the first time, is that you got a running back that's special, that can hit his head on the goalpost from any inch of the grass. You know what I'm saying? If it's 24-24 going into the fourth quarter and some 50 some seconds left, Saquon could just take one to the house, you know what I'm saying, and win the game for them. So um it's going to be interesting to see what Spags do and how Andy Reid, what he formulates and what he puts together to match this Vic Fangio defense. They faced it. They faced this Vic Fangio defense. When he was in Denver. You know what I'm saying? He was there. So and they're 8-0 against Vic Fangio. So it's gonna be interesting to see what wrinkles that Vic Fangio throws, and then what Andy Reid can counterpart from that. You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna be an interesting game, man. You know what I'm saying? I've already said my score on multiple pods. I said it's gonna be a tight game going into the fourth quarter, but I got the Chiefs winning 31-24.
31-24. Look, man, I think I'm like 0 for like 20 picking against the Chiefs. So you know what? I'm not gonna do it. I got the Chiefs winning. I'm gonna go.
You're trying to give us the kiss of death. That's what you're trying to do.
Not at all, man. It is what it is. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go 34-31, Kansas City Chiefs. That's what I'm gonna do.
For sure, brother. You ready for that day?
For what day?
The Super Bowl.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited that obviously it sucks that this is gonna be the last game going into the off season, but I'm looking forward to the off season. I'm looking forward to especially my team. I'm excited for the game, but I am excited for the off season. I'm excited for us to keep going forward the next year. Especially with my team, I want to see what assets we can get, players, what quarterback we finally choose to go after, whether it's a veteran or whether it's like a rookie we can draft. I'm starting to hear little rumors that Shador Sanders might be dropping the 6, baby. So what's up. So hopefully me and Cris got something cooked up for the NFL drafts where you guys could actually see our live reactions to that. So I think we still got to figure it out, but it's looking like a positive way where we might be able to stream the draft live. So hopefully if we can do that, all you guys may join us. But get ready for the, you know what, Mark? I really like you, my brother. I don't want to say anything like disparaging to you. I don't want to say anything rude. I know it is Black History Month, so as Black people, we got to stick together. You know what I mean? Like, why would you want to wish something? I picked y'all to win. Like, now you want to be like Sam Darnold jersey, get ready. Like, brother, what are we doing, bro? Like, come on, man. Like, what's up, man? Like, what did I do to you, bro? Like, I'm trying, my brother.
Somebody on the Chiefs pod yesterday said that you guys made a prediction that you're going to trade for Matthew Stafford.
Hey, look, I wouldn't be mad at that either. I would not be mad at that either. Like, something's gonna happen. I don't know what's gonna happen with the Raiders as far as like quarterback, but we're either trading for somebody that we least expected, or we're gonna get Shador Sanders, or I think it's one of the two. But Mark, man, like, come on, man, just we don't need that in Black History Month. We don't even need that next month because that's my birthday month. So, like, if y'all want to talk any mess, y'all could do it in April. But these next 2 months, we're going to stop this black on black crime. My brother, I picked y'all to win. So let's not go through this, okay? So, yeah.
For sure, brother. You got any other things? You got anything else?
Yeah, just kind of my self-reflection, after really thinking about this Dalton Connect trade for Mark Williams. I'm going to miss Dalton Connect. That was my guy, man. Dalton Connect was my guy. But Mark Williams is really good. He's a young center, 7 foot. He's really good. As long as he can stay healthy, that would be a big get up. I will miss Dalton Connect, so I do wish him the best. I do wish Cam Reddish the best over there in Charlotte. But I'm excited, man. I'm really excited. We're getting ready for All-Star Weekend next weekend, so excited about that. I know we'll probably talk more about that next week. But man, man. Overall, that's all I got, man. That's all I got. So, again, prayers out to Irv Gotti and his family again, man. So, yeah, man. That's all I got for tonight.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, man. Should be Should be a good weekend, man. Yeah, for
Yep,
sure.
that's true.
For sure, for sure. All right, man. Good people when you're out and about. You need something to get you going, get your electrolytes going, get you some Magnet sports drink.
That's right. Magnet, the ultimate sports drink. Are you ready to take your performance to the next level? Do you want a sports drink that eliminates the muscle cramps and fatigue when working out or training? Meet Magnet, the sports drink designed for athletes who refuse to settle for mediocrity. I know you're asking why Magnet. It's power packed electrolytes and rehydrates and restores balance with their scientifically formulated blend with magnesium that fights fatigue and boosts endurance. It has natural ingredients made with real fruit extracts and no artificial colors or flavors because your body deserves the best. It has delicious flavors like mixed fruit and watermelon that keep you revitalized and ready for action. It will boost your performance with essential vitamins and minerals. Magnet fuels your workouts, helping you crush your goals. Join the Magnet movement, whether you're training, competing, or simply staying active. Magnet is your go to refreshment for peak performance. You can order it now on our direct link at drinkmagnet.com. Also, use promo code Chris and Mall to get $5 off your purchase. Again, promo code is Chris and Mall. Save $5. Purchase one of these delicious drinks, man. And shout out to Mac. Get a little energy.
Also, go to any of our social media sites and see the Printify link, and you will see the link for all of our shirts. We have white and black ones, and we got the black hoodies too. The shirts are 25, hoodies are 50. Go ahead, purchase you one. Take a picture with it, tag us in it, and we will shout you out on the show for sure. Also, on any of our social media sites, you can go to our link to the WWE shop and get you some WWE gear, some apparel, some of the accessories that they got. Go through our shop, man, and go get you some WWE. All you wrestling fans out there, get you some WWE gear. Also, if you want to donate to the Chris Mall podcast, you can donate to our Cash App, Chris Mall podcast. Whatever you want to donate, we'll greatly appreciate it. Whatever streaming platform you use, whether it be Spotify, Apple, Google, Amazon, iHeartRadio, whatever you use to listen to your podcast on, the Chris Mall podcast is available. Also, if you're first time watching on YouTube, hit that subscribe button, that like button, and notification button. So when we go live on Mondays at 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time and Wednesdays at 9 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, you could jump into live like Mark is and Stan was earlier and talk about these topics with us. We want to hear from you. We want to get your opinion. Do you agree with us? Do you disagree with us? Go ahead and jump into the live. Also on the playback, leave your comments in the comment section. We want to hear from everybody. So subscribe to the channel.
Mhm.
And whatever social media platform you use, whether it be X, TikTok, uh, Twitch, Threads, Instagram, Facebook, whatever you use to do your social media on, the Cristal and Mall podcast is available at Cristal and Mall. Go ahead and follow us. We'll follow you back because we're just some regular guys who like to talk sports, music, movies, and all kinds of various other things. So go ahead and follow us. If you have feedback or critiques, you could go ahead and hit us up. Also, if you have a question or topic, uh, that's sports related, music related, whatever, and we like said topic or question, we will bring it up on the show. We'll shout you out on the show because we want to show love to those who show love to us. So go ahead and hit us up via DM, email, or our mentions, and we will get back to you as soon as we see it, man.
Yeah, sure.
All right, good people. Until Monday, hope you guys have a good weekend. Got some good basketball coming out. Luca on Saturday, his debut in the Lakers jersey.
Sir,
Know
Luca
you
Mack.
Lakers,
Let's
know you
go,
Lakers,
baby.
know you Lakers fans are excited about that one.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I don't know when we're gonna see Jimmy in that Golden
I would
State.
assume Jimmy will probably play probably early next week. I would assume. I would probably say
Okay,
because
and
they
then
basketball games. They might have one basketball game Sunday, but I probably Monday or something.
And then, of course, we got the Super Bowl on Sunday. We will be back on Monday to recap all of that. Luka's debut in the Laker jersey, the Super Bowl, and all that good stuff, and whatever other sports news that comes up over the weekend. So until then, good people, we out.